I have no water, so we will be struggling. What is actually wrong with me? We might not know. Might never know. Oh. I need to respond to this email. Wowee. Is it? Okay, I have this like potential opportunity for like a sponsorship, but it's a product that I've never tried and that you can't just buy at the store. Is it too much to ask to get to try the product first? No, I don't think so. I just don't want to say yes and then the product sucks. I don't want to be like pushing something that isn't good. That's valid. Because they're like, if we send you this, you need to post it. But I'm like, I'm not going to post it if it isn't good. I mean, more than likely it would be fine. But like in the low chance that it wasn't, like you should send it to me for free. Let me try it and then be like, hey, would you like to partner with us? Like, I just don't understand like smaller companies that are like, oh, like, they just like, you should just like PR. You should just send out, be like, hey, can I get a PR address for you instead of just being like, hey, I'm gonna send you this for free, but you have to post about it. You're trying to get me in trouble. Hi, Myth. How are you? By the way, hi, Myth. I removed yesterday's VOD because literally it was just me falling asleep and it was not worth going back to watch. I was just dead the entire stream. So that's why I removed it. Beep beep. Ow. I just hit my freaking Achilles tendon so hard. This chair is not for me anymore. I do not like this chair. It has hurt me very badly, like twice in the last month. Dude, I literally got on there right before I started streaming and it says it's high. Is it not high? There's no way. I low-key want to see if I can show it to you guys, what it shows on my end. Let me see if I can show it to you. I will literally show it to you guys. Like, this is why I don't mess with YouTube that much. Wait, it wants to leak my... Okay, wait, I think I can still do it. Okay, so the thing looks dumb, but this should be fine. Like, literally, it shows my stream title on YouTube is Hi. For me. And then I go to edit, and it still says that. Wait, can somebody go check? Hi for the wins. I got super ripped, but girls still think I'm hideous. Every time I look at a girl while I'm walking, she looks away. Other guys seem to like my new ripped body, but I'm not into guys. Help. Okay, fine, I'm not ripped. I'm not, I already did, come on. Wait, what did you say? What is it? Is it Fire Ant still? I admire the fit. I'm wearing the same. Dude, I'm wearing this shirt backwards because the entire the entire back of the shirt is just like out. And I'm not trying to do all that right now. It's supposed to be like a wild, crazy, like if you wear it the right way, like it is literally just crisscross like all the way down. And then it ties at the bottom. And ever since I got it, I've worn it backwards. I got bit by fire ants? Dude, why is it? Why? That literally, that title is haunting me. I can't breathe. Wait, so is this the same shirt that you have for the ones? Dude, I literally don't know how to change it considering... Let me try going back home. Going here. Going to the settings. I really don't know. Manage. Ew. Okay. Should I make it? I did not. No. I did not get bit by fire ants again. What should I make it? Do you like cheese on your pizza? Question mark. I'm gonna trigger so many people. Do you like cheese on your pizza? Question mark. I love cheese on my pizza. I literally ate a frozen burrito for dinner. I was not dealing with it today. I was not dealing with adulting and making food. Hi, Finn. You know I don't wear it backwards. Okay. You were like, this looks like my shirt, but mine's a lot more like... shows a lot more treatage. I don't call it cleavage. I call it treatage because it's like you got the treats on display. Giggity. We've all been here before. It would have to be like one of those bras that just like comes through here and then it wraps around the back, but like the cups are sticky so it stays in place. That's the kind of bra you'd have to wear with this, unless you just went braless, which I'm not gonna do on stream. Dude, I don't know why I'm telling any of you like this. Like there's any girls in my chat who are listening, and no. Hi, Richard. Extra cheese, please. I love cheese. This is so random, but I, like, growing up, like, I was always, like, I don't know why. I think it's because I grew, like, when I was younger, I don't really know why, but, like, whenever I would have, like, gym classes, I was just, like, very shy and reserved, I would say, growing up. And so, like, in gym class in high school and stuff, I was definitely, like, if there was a restroom available, like, I would be, like, changing in the restroom just because, I don't know, I just didn't want to be, like, I just didn't like everybody getting dressed all in the same, and I don't know. It just wasn't for me. I mean, I would do it sometimes, like, if there wasn't any stalls available, I would just, like, get over it and do it, but I preferred to have my privacy, you know? Burn all bras. Okay. Some girls need them. I could probably live without, but some girls need them. Boo! Yeah, so anyways, after, like, I remember, um, like, um, as I like got older, and then like me and my friends would go shopping and they'd be like, oh, we should just like share a dressing room. Here's the thing. I was like, listen, we can't be in the same dressing room because I have to adjust the clothes before I show it to you or you're not gonna think it's cute. You know, like I just like to be like able to like get everything situated before somebody sees something so that they're because you know, like you put something on and you're like trying to figure out how to like style it on yourself. I just wanted to be like completely presentable so that my friends that I was with, I'd be like, should I get this? And then they could either be like yes or no. But you know, like you put something on and it's like not quite the right way that you would wear it, and then immediately you're like no, but then you style it and you're like okay, yes. I don't know. I was just like always super like weird about that. I was like, no, we can't because I have to have like a presentation when we do our outfits. Anyways, I got over that, but it took me a while. This is also random and you guys don't care. But I literally have bulk black shirts. I'm trying to sleep to catch the bus to Dallas at 6:30 a.m. and you start streaming now. No, go to sleep. This one will be uploaded. I deleted yesterday's because I just kept falling asleep and it was very boring. But this one will be uploaded. The fries are Frenched. Dude, I want some extra crispy, like not too thick, not crinkle, like straight seasoned fries. But I want them to be seasoned. Like, have you ever had French fries tossed in lemon pepper or like Cajun or truffle? Any of that. Like, put it in my mouth, okay? I love it. I just love like salty seasoned goodness. Arby's spiral fries are amazing, or at least they used to be. Actually, I haven't had Arby's since I lived in Kentucky. Maybe I've had it once in Austin, but I really can't wait to go back to Kentucky. Pickle seasoning groovy fries from Sonic. I haven't had them. Should I try them? Dude, I haven't been to Sonic in forever. I think the last time I went to Sonic, I just got ice. Like a bag of ice. My Sonic, though, that's closest to me, the last 2 times I tried to go get ice there, they said, I'm sorry, we can't sell you ice. We only have enough ice for our drinks today. Like, what do you mean you can't sell me ice? That's like the best thing about you guys. Hi, XRP. How are you? Definitely have to leave because you're already making me hungry. Good night. I hope that you get a little bit of sleep before your bus ride. No yawning. I just drank a coffee. Like, actually, I just drank a coffee. I have no water. There's no real excuse for that, to be honest. Garlic parmesan with fried pickles, mozzarella sticks, and marinara sauce. Crunching on Sonic Eyes. I did always like Sonic's. Well, no, I like Arby's cheese sticks. I didn't like Sonic's because I felt like Sonic fried their sweets in their fried in like their regular food, like French fries and stuff. I felt like they fry them in the same fryer, and so their mozzarella sticks always had kind of like a funnel cake flavor to them. Richard, I have no idea what's wrong with me. I have a serious like sleepy problem. I know it's midnight, but like I should be able to stay up past midnight. I was so I did some pressure washing. I I did like a little pressure washing gig today, and I was so glad because it was actually it was cloudy all day, so I didn't get like extra sun. I had sunscreen on, of course, but it was so nice because it was literally just like super cloudy all day, and it wasn't too hot, so it was like the best case scenario. Huh? Okay, I'm definitely not that. Frosted desserts from Sonic is all I buy from there. I used to love their ocean water. A female demon that is depicted as a beautiful woman who seduces men in their dreams, draining their life force. How do you know if somebody how do I know if somebody's doing that to me? Honey? Sometimes causing death. That is crazy. I literally have no idea about any of that, and now I'm a little scared. Can it be the opposite? Can men do that to girls? I think someone's draining me. Vitamin D is all you need. You got a healthy dose of it then. Here's the crazy thing is I have super blue eyes. Okay. Wait, I wonder if you could, like, my eyes are like super blue, okay? All right. And it is so like being outside I love being outside, but being outside for me is a little bit it's a little bit of a love-hate relationship really, because I need sunglasses outside, but I hate sunglasses because they like ruin the colors of being outside and like the prettiness of the flowers and the blueness of the sky. It just like dims it all down, right? But because my eyes are so blue, they're very sensitive. And so also I'm outside and I can't see anything if the sun's out. So today was perfect because it was super cloudy. But on a typical sunny day, like it's so hard for me to see, but I hate wearing sunglasses because I feel like it's like a different version of blindness wearing the sunglasses. But at night, I have amazing night vision. Like, you guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but I literally, okay, so, hi Kay, no draining chat. Yeah, so, whenever I get off stream, I walk up 3 flights of stairs in the darkness with no lights on. And I have only fallen once. And that was because I don't remember. I fell down the stairs once. But I fell like on my butt and I pretty much just hurt my fingers because I was trying to break my fall with my fingers. I think. But it was like a year ago. Okay. Anyways, but that being said, like, because I can't see during the day, like, I think it makes my vision at night way better because I will have, like, friends, like, we'll be walking around outside at night and they'll be like, what, we can't walk through there, it's way too dark. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I can guide you. And they're like, no, this is way too dark. Like, this is not good. And, or like, I'll be like, oh, that over there, like, blah, blah, blah. I'll be pointing you something and like the other people that I'm with won't be able to see it. So I think I have like a little bit of night vision. Is that possible? You're just legally blind? No, I'm not legally blind. Stairs should be soft and squishy that I could fall down them all day. No, mine are hardwood. Mine are not very fun to fall down. That's the thing that's crazy too, is that people used to have carpeted floors like all throughout their, not all throughout their houses, but at least in the bedrooms, and typically on the stairs. Even if the stairs were wooden, you would have like the runners on the stairs where they like staple the carpet, you know, the carpet runners on the stairs. And now everyone is like, oh, we want modern everything, stairs, like we want wood, we don't want carpet anywhere, which I have a love-hate relationship with carpet, really. I do think carpet in the bedroom can be okay. I'm fine with wood, but I feel like you do need like a rug under your bed if your floor is wooden. But except for where I'm living now, like all of my bedrooms, well, my growing up, none of the rooms had carpet. It was all hardwood. But whenever I moved to Texas, all my rooms had carpet, which I thought was kind of gross because I knew that it hadn't been like replaced recently, and I didn't know how clean it was really. But I cleaned it myself, you know, as best as I could. But it was always kind of a little bit nasty, but it was so cozy at the same time. And I will say that the houses that I lived in that had carpeted upstairs were a lot less noisy upstairs than the ones that didn't have them. I didn't grow up with an upstairs, so it wasn't a problem in my house growing up, but she sleeps on the stairs anyways. Not typically on the hardwood stairs. Carpeted stairs, sure. Just close one eye when going into the light. It's instant night vision. Dude, I accidentally... There was one time, probably like 2 years ago, and I was going into HEB, and it was super bright outside, and I couldn't like really, and I didn't have my sunglasses, and so I was a little bit blind, and this guy was like walking in with the cart, and I kind of grabbed onto the side of his cart, and I was like, I'm sorry, I can't see you. You guide me inside. And I think that he actually thought I was blind, and it like that I actually needed help because he looked terrified. Like he was like, okay, but I was like, I really couldn't see, and I was afraid I was gonna get hit by a car. But it was just like that time of day when the sun is like super bright. You know what the B in HEB stands for? Yeah, but Herbert E. Butt is the guy's name. Who, my dream flooring is the flooring she's walked on. Oh, I thought you were gonna say I want to be your floor and you walk on me. Your rods are just more sensitive then? My rods? My eyes? That too. HEB stands for Herbert E. Butt, or Here Everything's Better. Your eyes have rods? I don't know anything really about that. But anyways, I have another job to do tomorrow at 10, so I have to get a little bit of sleep before then. But I don't know. So we'll see how much streaming we get tonight. You'll never survive a natural disaster. You'll never survive a natural disaster. What do you mean? Imagine having an HEB. I actually haven't been to HEB in probably like 4 months. I typically go to Costco and Walmart or Kroger, depending on which one I'm near when I need stuff. And that's just his middle. Howard? It's Howard? I thought it was Herbert. My preschool teacher's last name was Butt as well. And all the kids would be like, haha, Miss Butt. And then they would get in trouble. But we were in preschool, so. Edward. That makes sense though, because like nobody wants to say all that. E sounds like super like mysterious. Hey, I was close enough. But thank you for letting me know. You like camping? I was a manager at a campground for 5 years. I do like camping. I haven't been camping since I moved to Texas, which is crazy. I would love to go camping, but you really have to go. I feel like I would have to move back home to go camping with people who actually like camp. No, I mean, I feel like maybe I just haven't met my camping people in Texas, because I feel like all the people that maybe a few of my friends from Austin, but I don't think I've met anybody where I live currently that would actually be down to go camping and not annoy me. Like I cannot like spend like vacation time, like enjoyable outdoor time with people who like want to complain. So I don't know. You have to be with the right group of people to enjoy camping. Like people who are just like down to get dirty, you know? Understand that there's not going to be like, unless you're in a camper, like understand that there's not going to be AC. Like, you're going to get bit by bugs. There's going to be like you might have to shower at the bathhouse and the water might not be warm. It might just be straight cold ass water depending on where you're camping. Like you might just have a freaking little shower outside. It might be a little outhouse shower. You never know what you're signing up for typically. Even if the place says they have restrooms, it might just be porta potties. They're building new style HEBs. I live near one here in Austin, South Congress, 3 levels, parking garage. Yeah, the one, so I lived I lived in Austin, the one on Lake Austin, whatever the 3-story one is, the one where you have to go upstairs to get in, and it has the barbecue restaurant and the bar, I want to say. Whichever one was like, that was built like 2 years ago. The newest one that was built like 2 years ago on Lake Austin. I was living in that area when it was built, and I went on one of like the grand opening days. It was a very beautiful HEB. I'm guessing it still is, but it was I love that store. They had like 10 different kinds of mushrooms, and I was like overwhelmed, and I was in that store for probably like 2 hours that day. Maybe not 2 hours literally, but it felt like that. They had more options than the other stores, the other HEB stores. I think he would be happy with how far the store's come. It's come a long way since then. Camping here in Texas, October through early April. After that, forget it. Yeah. Dude, camping in October? Ooh, the crisp mornings. Okay. That Lake Austin Boulevard is the one that I'm thinking of. Drugs? No. 1 month away from 96. Come to Yosemite with me. We can get down and dirty. Okay. Chill out. Okay, Kay's getting put in timeout very soon. Drugs, I'm popping up. Hey, you said down and dirty. Down and dirty as like, you know, you're not gonna be, it's not gonna be like going to sleep at home in your fresh sheets. Like, you're not gonna be popping out the shower or going to bed with your 68-degree AC. That's what I meant. What did you think I meant? I had no idea. Who was putting it at 68. I've lived with people who kept their AC at 68, and your girl lived in a hoodie, even in the summer. I don't even know how AC systems run that low. I went there as a kid and remember seeing bears. We were chilling. I really want to go to. We already talked about it, but Andrew, hello. I miss you. There were also signs of Biebers. Justin Bieber. Beavers! Where we were. Saw one park ranger that whole time. Dude, I remember being on the lake when I was like probably like 17. We were out there like after the time, like you weren't supposed to be unless you were like on a houseboat, you weren't supposed to be, or like fishing and you had your permits and everything. Anyways, like where I was at this time, you weren't supposed to be like swimming in the water past 11. And me and my friends, there was probably like 8 of us, but we were like, it was literally like 12:30, 1 a.m. and we were in the water, and one of the boat ranger police boats were like coming by. We saw them in the distance, and they had like pulled over a boat to like, I guess, make sure they had their fishing licenses. And we saw them like headed our way, and so we were just bobbing heads in the water, like laying back. We were floating, but we like only our heads were out of the water. We were like, they will never see us. And so we were like, they probably definitely saw us and saw that we were like actively, and there was like a couple of the people that were with us, and they didn't like being in the water. They were weird. And they were like laying on the beach, like they were like trying to blend into the sand, and like the guy like shines his flashlight across the shore, and they just like kept driving, but you know that they were like, oh, I don't feel like dealing with this shit right now. Like, you know that they saw us and they just didn't want to say anything, but we thought we were like invisible. Like after they drove away, we were like, oh, we did it. Like we beat the, like we didn't get caught by the cops. Like we made it, you know. Stealth 100 entirely because I gave 0 fuck, exactly. But I felt like that since we at least tried to be like disappeared, then they were fine with it, because I feel like if we would have been like, oh, like we're just over here partying, they would have been like, go home, you know. Hi, TJ. Cube only has Twitch. Cube doesn't have Google. Noodle hitter. Believers. I remember me and some family members jumped into the lake water. That means that calf cramp while sleeping means that you need more potassium. And you're dehydrated. I get them, and it makes me want to actually, I think that I'm actually dying. Yeah. I drink, no, but you still need potassium. Oh. Older adults. That's me and you, I guess. That's me and you, I guess. I'm blaming certain medications. I'm blaming my birth control. I'm blaming my birth control. You have no reasons. Terrence! Wait, you said you're dying. Am I the beneficiary? I'm on birth control too? No, you're not. Hey, snake girl. Honey, why am I snake girl? I don't have a snake. Sorry. Wait, I was reading this. I remember me and some family members jumped into the cold lake water in the morning. It was cold, legit, could get hypothermia. Remember some mom yelling at her kid in the early morning. Yeah, so they do have like places that do the cold plunge challenge, or not the it's not even like cold plunge challenge, but they do like a donation thing and you jump into the lake in the winter. They do it at like a lot of places. I think as long as you don't stay in too long, it's okay. My right calf is literally numb. Is your right arm okay? You need to get some chia seeds. I actually think that eating the chia seeds have helped mine. I'm not even gonna lie. I haven't had them since I started. I mean, it could be anything, but I haven't had the leg cramps since I started eating chia seeds every day. I would say like chia seeds, and I mean, I don't know exactly which one actually helped, but I've been doing I've been eating chia seeds and a little bit of Celtic salt every day. I used to get a lot of calf cramps when sleeping. They're the worst. Like, oh my gosh, I've had some like woke me up and I'm like sitting there like, ah! Like, you know what I'm talking about? When you're like literally like curled into like the most weird position because you just think your leg's like about to crack off and you're just trying to like save it. And then like after, and then like you're like sore after, like I think I've actually like pulled a muscle before, like because I had such a bad leg cramp. Mine woke me up and I thought I was getting tased. I have enough potassium. Why, you want me to get off birth control? I probably should. No, I don't want to be a snake. Oh, you're saying snake because of my shirt, huh? That makes sense. I was like, what did I do to be a snake? On the subject of cheese, you started off with Swiss cheese is an excellent source of vitamin D. Ooh, I love Swiss cheese on a club sandwich. So good. It's different. Yeah, it's gray salt. It's not sea salt. The one that I use is this one. It's literally lasts forever too. Like you don't need much of it. For 1 pound of it, it's like $8, $7. Hi, Mighty. How are you? It is sea salt? Yeah, but if you say sea salt, they're literally gonna think that you mean just like a bag of sea salt. It's different. A little bit of that salt. With water. But I just put it on like my food. You don't have to, but some people put it under their tongue and then drink water and let it like absorb straight into their, I don't know. Some gym people told me about it. They were like, you put it under your tongue and then you drink water and then it absorbs into your system. Charge your battery? No. I like my phone to die. Good, 72% battery life. Someone likes to live dangerously. So dangerous. Lily, your dinner is just water? No, I had a burrito. I had a beef, bean, and cheese burrito. It was kind of not that good for me, but it was so good. I wonder what moon salt tastes like. Try it. You might like it. Yeah, I've heard of that. 20 to 80. You didn't post pics? It did not look the most appetizing. I honestly didn't even want you guys to find out that I ate it, but it was so good. I too like to live dangerously. I jaywalk and don't look both ways. Jaywalking is very dangerous, actually. Without looking, at least. TJ, have you ever pulled somebody over for jaywalking? TJ is fasting. Yes. Like, actually, did they just do it in front of you, or did somebody call it in? Lily Delicious. Publish a short now. What was everybody's dinner? That was when I worked at night and needed a reason to stop someone because they were shady. I'd like to not be associated with TJ anymore. Wait, I'm not fasting? You're fasting for Ramadan? Is this true or no? Onion rings and leftover chicken sandwich. Oh, I did get some chicken thighs. I want to do like a Nashville hot chicken. Maybe I don't know. Either if I'm gonna do just like the thighs or if I want to put it on a sandwich for a short soon. I like cooking. I do a lot of handy lady type work, I would say. I post cooking shorts on YouTube. I need to post more. I haven't posted any in a hot minute. So I guess it's not a current hobby, but I do film them. I think editing is my current downfall. Handy lady as in, I mean, like I do a lot of like painting, building things, refurbishing furniture, restoring furniture. Like pretty much she builds homes for orphans. I mean, like as long as it doesn't like involve a bucket truck or something crazy like that, I could do it. I could build a fence. I can't build a car. I know a little bit about cars, but um, I'm more likely to build like redo a kitchen or like pressure wash houses or paint houses than to do things with a vehicle, because vehicles bring people and families from point A to point B. I could probably figure it out, but because it is a vessel for transportation and I do not want to be responsible for something blowing up or tires falling off of the vehicle, so I will not be restoring any of your cars or building any of your vehicles because I don't trust myself with that. I would be fine to build you a chair to sit on at your kitchen table. I would be fine to build you a desk to put your computer on, but I will not be building your vehicle. No. I could probably change your oil. But rotating, I wouldn't want to mess with the tires. I would like end up with some oil in my, like, all over me, but I think I could figure it out. I don't know how to get the oil filter out though. I need an oil change? Dude, make sure you actually change your oil. That's serious. I had a friend, I don't really talk to her anymore, but she didn't really have, she didn't really have like a very, I don't know how to explain it when you don't have a family. Like she had a family, but they weren't very, they didn't really teach her things, I suppose, when she was growing up. And anyways, she didn't know that she was supposed to get her oil changed. She just thought it was like something people do to keep their cars going longer, which technically, yes, but also it's necessary. Her car ended up catching on fire while she was like driving. So like it just like was like, I don't even know how that works. But anyways, it ends up like catching on fire. Like she has to pull over because the hood's smoking, and then like the car burnt down. And then like they were like, oh, the reason is like the oil, like it was really like old bad oil. And she was like, what could have prevented it? And they were like, when was your last oil change? And she was like, oh, I've never changed my oil. And she had that car for like 5 years. And I was just like, girl, there's no way you didn't know that you have to change your oil. Like, she had one of those, apparently, I was like, did you have the sticker on your window? And she was like, yeah, I just thought that was an option. Like, I thought it was optional. I mean, technically it is optional, but you have to do it. I thought the same thing till I was like 18, but when did you start driving? I like cheese on pizza, test your mechanical skills next time TJ needs his car service. I'll pay him $5 to convince him to let you do it. I also just don't want chemicals poured all over me. She just needs to learn how to sew and knit. She's perfect. 21, yeah. That would be my next question. How many miles? Oh, I'm sure she drove that car. I think she was, dude, she went through a rough time, but I think she was like living in her car at one point. So she definitely drove it a lot. The chemicals are the best part. We can always clean the chemicals that are all over you. Change my oil. What should I change it into? New oil. Ranch. I have no idea exactly, but I just know it wasn't good. I would always, like, if I was going on a road trip or something, even if my oil wasn't ready to get changed, like it wasn't out, so it's like a certain amount of miles or a certain date, right? So if I thought that I was gonna hit that mile mark before the date, I would just go ahead and get my oil changed before I went on a trip because I wanted to make sure everything was good. I didn't really know what would happen if I didn't get my oil changed, but I just knew that it wasn't good. I just thought in my head, like, I just compared it to, like, oil in a fryer. Like, how many times do you want to use the same oil for the fryer before you throw it out? Obviously, a lot less than you would drive your car. But I was like, Like, why did I compare it to food oil? I don't know. If you plan to keep the car forever, then it's more important. Oh, you changed someone's oil and they turns into jelly if they haven't changed it in a long time. That's crazy. Okay. Chill. I've seen videos of that. Like, the thought of that actually makes me disgusted. Dude, I miss this lady who would change my oil in Austin. She was like masculine lady. But I don't know. I felt like I don't know why I liked her so much. She was just always super sweet, and I don't know. It was just like the way that she I don't know. She was like, I just feel like most of the technicians that I had had before, they'd just be like, what do you want? I'm trying to think of say this in the best way possible because I feel like if it was a dude who said the same thing that she said, I might wouldn't have liked it as much. But, so I think I'm just gonna drop it. No, she wasn't old. She was probably like 26 at the time. I was probably like 21, 22. But she was just like brunette and muscular, and like she had like the little hat like thing, just like what you would see like in a movie as the girl at the like the girl at the like the motor shop. Like, oh, you did Wordman? Hate. You've never seen any movie with a girl at the motor shop? I wouldn't expect you to be watching those movies. That's what you get for telling me to chill. Fine. The crankshaft acts like an egg beater over time and solidifies the liquid as it breaks down. More friction, more heat, dead engine. Thousands in repairs. That's crazy. Yeah, that's what I would say. Mighty, for sure. Hi, Brian. Your arms look buff. They are. I got some muscles. But anyways, I would just like pull up and I would be like, I need a liquid change. I'm saying liquid because there is a word ban for the word that I would be using there. So I would just be like, oh, I need a liquid change. And she would be like, pull right up, like, I'll get you taken care of. But the way she said it, it was just like, I was like, oh, okay. I wish that I could like take you to see her, but she's probably not there anymore, and it would be weird. Cause I don't want to see this woman. You might like her. It also might have just been because I was very nice, and I feel that everybody doesn't deal with nice people every day, so she was extra nice to me because I was so friendly to her. I've worked at liquid change places, and actually the one that I used to go to in my hometown as well was a girl. She was this fiery redhead lady, and she was the manager there. And I also really liked her just because she would be telling all the boys what to do. She was super nice as well. No, I didn't have a crush on her. But it was just, like, she was very knowledgeable. Can you build a helicopter? I haven't ever. I don't think that I currently know how, but I could learn. With instructions? Wait, are you talking like a model helicopter or a literal helicopter? Because by myself, a literal helicopter that you would fly around, probably not. But a like Lego guy, I could do it. You aren't as sleepy tonight, aren't you glad? Anyone can build a helicopter? Dude, I don't like the word helicopter, to be honest. There's apparently a technique with starch where it'll fry up all the bad oil. That's how you can keep using the same oil. Ah, you just messed me up. You just made me say it, but I think it's been 5 minutes. Why don't you like the word helicopter? Because I was introduced to the worst kind of helicopter when I streamed on YouNow. There was a helicopter when I guested somebody, and I think I accidentally ended my entire stream, but it was not the kind of helicopter that flies in the sky. And every time now that somebody says helicopter on the internet, it scars me. It brings back up the traumatic memory. Terrence, were you there? Were you there on YouNow for that stream? I think Noelle was. I don't believe so. I think Noelle was. It's making me itch. I'm allergic to talking about it. Start your engines. Cube, could you tell Could you explain to TJ what a organ helicopter is? In private messages? I wish I could block it from mine. I'll send him a video of me doing it. Please do not do that. Oh. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I do not have the instrument. Okay, I gotta watch random YouTube videos then. Oh no. This is not gonna end well. Hi, Honey. No. Okay, do you know how the blades on a helicopter go like this? The blades on a helicopter, they go like this. On, you know, you could guest people. The person, I had a queue, so I would like guest people for like 5 to 10 minutes or whatever. You would have like, so before you would get on guest, you would have to put like a picture, like it would be like 3, 2, 1, and you would just like smile or whatever, so that you would know who you were about to bring on. So if it was like a blank screen, you wouldn't click on that person because you didn't know what they were about to show, right? So anyways, it was like a picture of a person and they looked fine. So I clicked on it, and then whenever they loaded in, it was somebody standing up with a helicopter. And so all of my viewers got to see a helicopter. No, this was just on YouNow. Not Omegle, YouNow. It was guesting on YouNow. It's like another streaming platform. No, it wasn't Honey. I want to ask a question, but I'm going to get roasted, so I'm not. Wait, what is your question? It was not Omegle. Omegle got shut down, right? Yeah. You can ask me a question. Why do you want to know? 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 Why? Why? Are you trying to... Never mind. I don't want to know. No more... No, guys, somebody please ban the word helicopter in my chat. Please. This is not working out well for me. I don't think that they were using their hands. But I also was just trying to get them off my screen. If that makes sense. If y'all are doing this right now, I'm not happy about it and I don't want to know. Please don't ever try it. so terrified right now. I'm literally terrified of everything happening right now in my chat. Okay, thank goodness. The way you asked that was like you tried and it didn't work. So you were like trying to figure out how to... Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I was just terrified. Bro. Like, I'm actually gonna pull out my hair right now. Okay. I'm glad to know that you're just eating cashews. It's okay, Cube is sending a video. If you need your hands, don't try it. This is the only time I'm gonna say that I'm glad that I'm... Well, maybe not the only time, but I'm glad that I'm a girl, okay? I'm glad that I'm a girl. I do not want anything to do with that maneuver. Did I ask you if you had a lion in your house on Uno? Favorite music? I honestly don't have any favorite music right now. I listen to like audiobooks while I work. I don't even know. I just do like whatever the top books are, so whatever those are. I honestly don't even know. I'm not I don't even like click in to see what it is. I just listen to the random ones. She's weird listening to audiobooks. I get overstimulated like by too much noise because I have sensitive hearing. So if I'm doing anything with like power tools, I can't be like listening to music because then it's like the sound of the tools and the music and it just like gives me a migraine. But whatever, I do like music if I'm like hanging out with friends or like when I'm streaming, but like since I'm doing YouTube and Twitch at the same time, like YouTube will automatically like strike my video if I have music playing in it, so I don't listen to music on stream much anymore. Sometimes I still do. Also, so like, there was a couple of days that I did just Twitch and not YouTube streams. And then I uploaded the VODs afterwards. I know I haven't uploaded all of them, but I get it's like way more watch time when I stream on YouTube and then like let the VOD upload afterwards as a live VOD. Because whenever I wasn't doing multi, it was like my watch time wasn't going up at all, like 1 hour a day. I think we're at almost 1,500 hours currently for the year. Like, do blurb in your stream now? You don't have any blurb points. OMETV is the Omegle replacement, by the way. That sounds like a virus. Do blorp. There's a way to avoid that, but you refuse to learn. I don't think it works on YouTube. I think it only works on Twitch. He doesn't, he leaves tomorrow, I think. Because he said he came in earlier and said that he wanted to stay, but he had to wake up early to get on a plane or a train to go to Dallas. I thought he said it was today, but apparently it's tomorrow. I think that it was past midnight, so I think he meant tomorrow, but not. It's like today is today and tomorrow is tomorrow. Since it was like 1 a.m. when I got on, I think he took it as literally like tomorrow after today. If that makes sense. Honey, I don't want to be Lily Snake. Wait. Wait. Okay, I just sent the message to the wrong person. It's fine. Okay. I'm so sorry, Lily Snake. Oh, so she does know how to message? Yes, I do know how to message. What are you? Are you block me? Oh. Wait, what are you singing? A song, honey? Is that your song? We won't let her block you? I'm so sorry, Lily Snake. Why do you call me Lily Snake? Do you not like the shirt or do you like it? Wait, honey, how many cats do you have now? How many more did you get? Honey is asking you to block him, I think. Time him out for 60 seconds. Go ahead. He wants a little spank. Don't ruin my fun. 4, I give it all. You gave away all of the kittens? I have just one cat? Wait, honey, you had like... Wait, you gave all your cats away except for one? That's actually good. I'm proud of you. My cat's using the litter box right now. So I'll have to clean it up after stream. Two to your sister and people want cat. Okay, that makes sense. But they were good people? Okay, bye. No, don't leave. I don't think he interviewed him. She loved my cat. How many cats does your sister have? Just 2? I want another one. What kind of cat do you want? I love cat. Okay. That's why she hasn't got rid of hers yet. No one passed the interview. Dude, I have one friend and she loves cats, okay? She has 4. And I offered her a Lumi like more than once, and she's like, oh, if I only had 3 cats, I would take her. And her cats are like inside outside cats. And I was like, well, if any of your cats, anything ever happens to any of your cats, let me know. But I don't think she can be an inside outside cat because I don't think she would last very long outside. I don't even know that she would like actually run outside because. Did she just run into a wall? One is enough. She loves cats. She won't notice another one. Lumi is a cat dog. So, do you guys hear that? That is Lumi. She just took a freaking SHIT, ran in circles outside of my room, ran up the stairs, and now she's screaming. Yeah, she goes like over and over again. No, it's called, so after cats use the bathroom, maybe dogs too, they get like, I guess relief zoomies, like they're so happy that they finally pooped that they just start like, they just go crazy for like 5 minutes afterwards. I turned myself into a pickle. Are you in my room right now? Time to get rid of her. She, like, I'm not even kidding. This is gross, I'm sorry, but her poop is literally like, one of her poops are the size of like 3 of Kumi's. Like, she actually, like, her poop is like dog poop. That is how much she poops. It is actually disgusting. But she does, I mean, she weighs as much as a dog, so I guess it makes sense. She's 23 pounds. Dude, you had a dog in the house. You had a literal lab in your house. No, it pooped outside and you had to hand pick it up. And then you ate with your hands afterwards. She uses the bathroom in the litter box. Yeah, I have a scooper too. You never took your dog to the dog park where you have to like use a bag and you do like the inside outside thing? Will Battlefield 6 have helicopters? There's no argument here. Dogs are better under any circumstances. I like dogs. I have nothing against dogs. But you're hating on cats. Nobody's using their ice cream scoop for dog poop. Dog parks are for 2000s kids or people who live in apartments that don't have yards. Greetings. Hi, Gregory. I had a house at the time. I know, but I'm saying there are people who live in apartments that have dogs and they take them to the dog park because they don't have yards. Those people are idiots. I think some of them are, but also I think that somebody living in an apartment with a dog is better than the dogs being at an animal shelter in a tiny cage forever. So, but I also do think that like people with pets in apartments should have to pay like all the fees for any like damage that their pets do in the apartments to have the carpet and whatnot replaced. I have a house also, thought you should know that. Hi, Jacob. You use a large space and a dedicated place for waste. Yeah. My husky is the true owner of my house. Huskies are a lot of work, so kudos to you for having a husky, honestly. They are beautiful, but they are definitely a handful. Hani likes pit bulls. He loves attention. You should babysit him in the future. I should? You think so? I like boxers. Boxers are very cute, especially when they're puppies. How about Pitbull the artist? My grandma has a very sweet Pitbull rescue. It's like one of the pink nose ones, red nose. I don't know what you would call it, but it is one of the sweetest dogs ever. Mr. Worldwide. Bring the pickle so he can meet him. Meet him? Why do you do that face? What does your dog do to stuffed animals? Pitbull is the hardest dog to raise. Yeah. No, the one that my grandma has, she had been like looking at, she had gone to the shelter, and she had even had like done like where they have this like thing where you can take a dog to like a separate like fenced in yard area. You could meet them and play with them and see if you think they would be a good fit for you. And she had done that with like 8 dogs, and none of them, she was like, no, I just don't like feel a connection. I don't feel a connection. Like, she was like, I really, like, the dog, I know, like, I will know when it is, like, when it's my dog. Like, I'm not just gonna go there and get a random dog that I don't like. Like, I want to adopt a dog, but I want it to be, I want to have, like, I just haven't felt like any of these are my dog yet, right? So, anyways, one day, this dog... I was like going outside of my house, and it was just like, it was on my front porch at my house, and I was like, oh gosh, and my mom was like, this dog can't be here, like, we don't know if it has shots, whatever. My mom was babysitting, and like, you can't have animals that you don't know their like medical records, especially not like a pit bull, obviously, with kids. You don't know like the demeanor or anything. And my mom was like, my mom is a little bit freaked out by like strange dogs anyways, and I've always just been like kind of an animal person. So I was like, don't go out there, like, don't mess with it, like, you don't know how it is. And I like I'm like very carefully, like, it's a little skittish, but I'm like, hi, like, being real like nice to it, and it's very friendly, but it's like bone skinny, right? And my mom's like, we gotta call the shelter. And I was like, wait. Before we call the shelter, I called my grandma. She lived like super close to me. I was like, hey, there's this dog here. It seems very sweet. We're about to call the shelter. We're gonna call the shelter anyways. Or if you want to come get it and bring it to the shelter and see if it's chipped, and then we can like put up a flyer, but you could like foster it while they check and see if it's missing. And so she was like, I'm already in my car, like on the way there, like, let me see what this is all about. So she pulls up, and the dog, she literally opens her van door, and he just hops right in the car. Okay. Like, he was ready to go. And she was like, well, I guess you are coming with me, right? So she takes him straight to the vet to go and get like checked for a chip. He didn't have a chip in him. She had it put in the paper. She like posted it on Facebook. Anybody like missing a dog, missing this dog, people shared it. Like, I'm not from a huge town. Like, I'm from a very small town, right? So, like, is this your neighbors? Like, does anybody recognize this dog? Yada, yada, yada. Nobody ever said anything. But over the next couple of days, because my mom actually, like, babysat the director, like, the manager over the animal shelters, kids. My mom babysat them. And he said that there was, like, 4 other dogs that had been picked up, and they like really close by my house. So he was like, I think that it might have been a dump, where somebody just like dumped like 4 or 5 dogs just out at the same time, because none of those had been claimed either. And he was like, it's really very rare that there is this many dogs that show up from in the same area that don't have a connection. Anyways, so my grandma like fostered the dog, and then like nobody ever claimed him. So he's been hers for like the last 8 years. And now he's getting older. Like, all his hair is graying out, and like, it is my grandma's best friend. Like, she's like, this dog was, like, she's convinced, she's like, this dog was sent to me, like, to be my best friend. Like, she really think, like, that is my grandma's best friend, that little pup. Hydrate. I don't have any water. I don't have any water. We're going dry tonight. I could have worded that in any other way. My pit bulls weren't hard to raise. My friend from high school had a pit bull that lived till it was 21. But I have no idea how old this puppy is. I mean, it's an old dog for sure, but I've had one since he was 6 weeks old. The other one is from a shelter, but was well trained already. Hi, Hannah. What were you drawing? Scammed. Wait, can you refund the channel points? I couldn't read the chat while I was telling that story. I was literally just staring at Pickle George because I knew that if I read the chat that I would get distracted. I would get distracted and I would not finish the story. Going dry? Stop! Welcome back for your long story. Terrence knows what's up. Better have a pickle shot then? No. I can't. Drawing frog sub badges? Nice! Dude, wait, do you do it on like a tablet? Or like on PC? Because I feel like after looking at the screen for so long, even me like doing like little paintings and stuff, I feel like after a while, like my eyes start going cross-eyed and you have to take like a break and like stare at something else for a bit. I have a drawing screen for PC. That's sick. So you draw on like a tablet and it shows up on the PC? Or a touchscreen monitor? Wait, the tablet thing that shows up on the PC would be so sick. It's a screen I draw on? That's cool. That's cool. See, streamer doesn't read chat. I do read chat. But it's not touchscreen. I used to bring stray dogs to the shelter all the time when I worked at night. I found a pic on my phone of one I wanted to keep. Why didn't you keep it? I wanted the pickle to be my best man on my wedding day in the future. What are you gonna do? Like attach robotic legs to it so it can walk down the aisle? That was me when I was the manager at the campground. People would drop dogs there all the time because they knew that the campers would feed them. But the thing was that they would always end up like, obviously if you're there camping with your family and you have your family dog and then like this random stray dog comes up and is like eating your dog's food and like your kids are there and you don't know if it's a friendly dog to be around your kids. So I would have to like drive down there on my little like Razor side-by-side golf cart thing and I would have to like get the dogs. If they were nice, I would just bring them back with me on that, but obviously if it's like a skittish dog, they're not gonna want to be on like a loud Razor vehicle. But there are sometimes there would be like puppies and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm getting puppies, you know, like people who dump puppies don't even the thing is though is that like a lot of shelters charge for you to drop a dog off there. Like it's like a 30 to 40 buck charge for like a shelter fee for you to bring your dog to the shelter. So people will just drop them off so that they have to get picked so that they don't have to pay the fee. And then also they feel like they're being like judged for dropping the dogs off. But like whenever you just like drop them randomly somewhere, like their chance of getting hit by a car is so high. Like it's just so sad, you know? I already had one dog at the time and didn't want another one. That's smart though. Don't worry about that. We have it under control. I wanted to keep it so bad. There was also one time in this dog that was like it was some kind of like Maltese poodle mix. It looked like a mop when I worked at the campground, and it just came like some people were complaining about it. They were like, "There's this nasty dog." Like we had like 11 messages on our phone. Like there's this nasty ratty mop dog. Like it probably has rabies. It was the sweetest little mop dog ever. Okay. And it was not very well taken care of. Like it was all matted. Like the type of dog that would get taken to like the shelter anyways, you know? Anyways, we had like a shower in our office, because we like, just in case anybody got into chemicals, yada, 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 whatever. We had like, a stand up, like walk-in shower in the back, of the office, and I gave it a bath. We had like dog shampoo in our store there. So like I bought a bottle of dog shampoo, gave it a bath. I like cut some of the mats out of its hair. And then, get this, because I knew the animal shelter guy, I told him, he's like, "Oh, somebody called in. They're actually looking for that dog. It got out of the backyard." It was the end of my shift. I left the dog with its new haircut with my coworkers, and I was like, "Just tell them you don't know what happened, and this is how the dog showed up." But I gave it a haircut. It looked so much better. I was like, what if they're mad that the dog, but it was like summer and the dog needed a haircut. It wasn't like a double coated dog either, like that couldn't have a haircut without changing its whatever. And all of its hair was matted, so it would have had to have been cut either way. If my girlfriend doesn't accept the pickle as the best man, then it's not meant to be. Yeah. Ow, that was my elbow. Yeah. There's so many dogs, so I was trying to like think of a number of how many that had been like abandoned at the place that I worked. What is your least favorite aspect of life in the US? I would say like how expensive healthcare is, but I feel like that's so generic. And that's what everybody would say. I feel like I need something better. That might be the only thing. I mean, most people have AC. You have like heating. French fries. Curly fries. Straight fries. I'll eat all the fries. Good story, Lily Snake. Yeah. What is your guys' least favorite part of living in the US? Oh, I don't have any. I want one. I don't have any French fries. I think that once a year, everyone should get one free general checkup, like men and women, with like a panel of blood work. I don't like, you shouldn't have to go in and do that, but I think that it should be an option. Like everyone should get to go in for like one free checkup, blood panel scan, whatever, like once a year for free. I literally have that option, go to the doctors maybe once every 5 years. I think it should be once a year. Rest that we already had of yours, we have about medical care. We have this under control for you also. Thank you, Jacob. No, but I've heard like horror stories of people in places where healthcare is free, of them like not taking them like their ERs are so packed that like people just die in the waiting rooms because there isn't enough like doctors for care. I mean, it could be a lie, but I feel like it's probably true. I can go daily if I want. Want to throw hands in the lobby with car parks? Do you make relatively substantial income from streaming? No. I would say that most streamers that do like streaming full time make most of their maybe not most, but I would say that a lot of streamers make a good portion of their money through ads and like sponsorships, not through just streaming. I popped all of them except the gold one. I think we'll pop that next stream. I have to sneeze, but I can't. So if I go quiet in a minute, it's because I felt the urge again and I have to make it happen. But it's kind of gone away for now. I still feel it in the back of my brain though. Better have shots next stream. Why do you want me to take shots so bad? I can't even think about alcohol right now. Pop them off stream. No, actually, Kumi popped 2 of them. The other ones that were back there with the gold one. Dude, he knocked the flower pot down, like freaking popped the balloons. He was pissed off at me for something, and I don't even know what I did. Well, I have this one. The other one is just folded over there. This is actually this blanket. It has like, what is that? Oh, it's from the Party Poppers. Anyways, this blanket is actually a little funny story. I bought this blanket at a gas station the first time I came to Texas. It's like a very small blanket it's like a travel blanket. Hi, Cash. That's not enough. That is one small blanket. We'll get you another color for Christmas. I love this one. I just think it's so freaking cute. And it's so blue. It is the perfect car blanket though. Like, I used to keep it in my car because I would get cold while I was driving and it just perfectly fit in my lap. And it's not like too thick. It's pretty thin. So it's literally the perfect car blanket. Car blanket, and you judge me for having water in my car? Someone in the South is cold. I live in Texas. Does your car not have heat? No, it does. But sometimes in the summer when I have the AC on, I get cold. But I don't want to turn the AC off because then I get hot. So I like to just put the blanket on my legs and then I chill my upper half so I get half warm, half cold, and then it's perfect temperature. Do you have the blanket on while driving? Not on my feet, just on my upper legs. On my thighs. Not anywhere near the pedals. Don't get concerned, officer. Obstructed driving, quick, get her! She's done for. Dude, it's not even in my car anymore and you can never prove that it happened. This VOD is erased. Actually, that was a made-up story for your entertainment here on Lexitivity.tv at Twitch. Oh, I would also say I would also say that never thought Lex be breaking laws. Oh my gosh, drama. Everything's fine. Cool beans. Hi, Huck. Do you get paid for Twitch? Yes. I don't get paid from YouTube though. So, hopefully one day I will get paid from YouTube. But currently I do not get any money from YouTube. I can't even... I think YouTube took down the VOD for the thumbnail being so scary. It was terrifying. That would make sense. I've been here, you just missed me earlier because I've been quietly listening to you blab about cats with super big... Hello? That is not what we talked about ever. Thank you for the 5 biddies. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. I have like a little like crick in my neck. I need to pop it, but I can't. We need a little massage. I need a massage and a pedicure. Who wants to go? Yeah, but I didn't say anything about... I've never even looked at her. I've never even looked at that. Titties, kitties, and biddies. Hydrate. No, imagine I just like start chugging this paint. That would be crazy. Massage, deal, pedicure. I think Kay heard feet in it, so... What's the most degenerate thing someone has said to you on stream? I mean, I could give you a book. Let me just go through my ban list real quick and I can give you a book of them. That's something Britney Spears would do. I need a vision, huh? I said she uses the bathroom like a dog. This will be fun. Wait, Eye drops? Oh, I don't have any. Actually, I do. Do you need them? Okay, I don't know where they are. But I do have them. Are most people in your part of the country, Americans in general, religious? I mean, I would say it's about like I would say probably like 60% religious, maybe 70% religious, 30% not. Something stuck in my eye for almost 2 hours now, killed my vibe. Shine a light in your eye and see if you can see anything in there. It might be like like fuzz or something. Go ahead and blind yourself. That's how I see if there's stuff in my eye, and it always works. And I'm not blind. I'm doing just fine. I'm blind. Oh, then that might not work for you. Do you ever get tired of people asking the same questions over and over? No, not unless it's all on like the same stream. I think it's fine to be curious. I don't want to visit a zoo. I went to one before. It only had one animal. That wasn't a zoo. That was the dog pound. I was driving and got dirt in my eye. In both eyes? Or just one? What are the odds? My right eye? Oh, okay, I got you. I haven't been to the zoo in so long. I would love to go to the zoo. I'm trying to think of the last time I went to the zoo. It might have been with when my sister came to no, I went to the Cincinnati Zoo with my older sister like a year ago in Ohio. But and then the time before that, the last time that I went to the zoo was definitely with Otto in Houston. I went to the zoo in March. They had like a dollar zoo day the other day in Dallas. I saw it on, I got like a random email about it and I don't even know why because I've never been to the Dallas Zoo. Wait, why did they email me? I wonder if they're all connected somehow. I don't think I would move to another country. I would go visit other countries, but I don't think I would move there. Unless I got like a really good job that was just paying me bukus of money to go there. Why didn't you tell us? Me and TJ could have gone. I figured TJ got the email too. He probably gets in for free. They're like, hey, as long as if you see something suspicious going on, you take care of it, you can come in for free. You've still never been to the Bronx Zoo? We don't get emails from the zoo. Why are they emailing me? I just thought that they, like, if you've used your card there before, they have your email. You don't know what? I got one. It's probably because I bought one of those. Whenever I went with my sister, I bought one of those photos that they take of you. Whenever you first come in the park, there's those people standing there with the cameras. And normally I would say no, but it was like me and my sister and my nephew at the zoo. And I was like, dude, there's no way we're gonna get a bet. Like this like person is a photographer here. Like we gotta get this picture. And I think they made me give an email to send it to me. Sup, hi, John. They were trying to recruit her as one of the animals. No. But my nephew was like not having it in the photo. He literally like this over his face. He said no photos. He said no want a picture. He was like, he was so tiny. He's so much older now. A lot can happen in a kid's life in 2 years. But he was like, no want a picture. And because the lady's like, smile for the picture. And he's like, no want a picture. It's just kind of funny. Like, that's the zoo Madagascar animals are from. Do you have Discord? Yes. Wait, so did you still not go to the zoo? We're normal, don't sign up for the newsletters. I think I just need to unsubscribe. I like somehow got signed up. They probably said if you give us your email, we'll give you like 10% off, and I was probably like, heck yeah. No, I've never been there, but need to go. You should take your parents. Next time you're home. Do you go back soon? Hi, Mike. Mikey, what is wrong with me? I'm new to Twitch. I don't think you are. Are you from 8 minutes ago? What do you think of it here so far? Do you use any other streaming platforms? My parents took my cousins when they were kids before they took me. That's crazy. Wait, were you not born yet? Wait, I said daily. I mean, what? Day 2 on Twitch. TJ was just a terrible kid. Yeah, they took him to daycare and took the other kids to the zoo. Ow. That was my hip. It's gone. Hydrate. Cheers. Thank you for the hydrate. I didn't think I was in high school when they did that. I think I was in high school when they did that. What does that mean? Why didn't you go? You were in high school. What does that mean? I want a refund. Nope. I don't know what it means, but you asked if I was alive. Well, I'm just asking why they didn't take you. Call your mom right now. I want to speak to her. That's the phone ringing. Hi, Miss Off Duty. I want to ask you why you took TJ's cousins to the zoo in the Bronx when he was in high school and you left him behind. Like a stepchild. Okay. Interesting. Okay, that's all I needed to know. You can go back to sleep now. Thank you for the information. Have a good night. Bye, Mr. and Mrs. Off Duty. I'm worried about your hydration level. Me too. You will never speak to my mother. Okay, jeez. He's never coming back to Twitch now. Is that a pickle in the background? Yeah, that's Pickle George. Yeah. So, cheese. I'm worried about your hydration. This is delirium. Something is wrong with Lily's snake. There's nothing wrong with my snake. My snake skin's doing just fine. You can talk to my mom. I'm not scared. What was it that we asked my mom not too long ago? I called her. What did I say? Did I ask her if I was the most what did I ask her? Who her strangest child was? What was it that I asked her? I got some things to say to Huck's mom. I'm sure you do. We didn't ask her anything. Yeah, I called her probably like a month ago on stream. Delirium. I think that's what you asked her. Anyways, she said it was me. It was a similar question. TJ, what is the first question you would ask Huck's mom? I told you to ask her if you were the strangest child, and I did, and she said yes, huh? I'm your Huckleberry. You guys gotta watch that movie. It is so good. No, we don't. It's so silly that you guys won't watch it. She probably would say, yep, he's a weirdo. Wait, about you or about TJ? Imagine you calling Huck's mom and Huck's mom just being like, wow, you're a weirdo. Like, about TJ. That would be crazy. My mom is super religious and was a school teacher for years, recently retired. What did she teach? If you don't mind me asking. You have great genes. Oh, goodness. Not the genes. Physical education, then health when she got older. Was it weird having her as the health teacher? She's not wearing pants. Joke's on you. I am not wearing any jeans. Physical education. She was an athlete as well. Nice. Does she still have like an athletic build? Or did she? How is Stop. Are you rebooting? I just wasn't sure. She's interested in your mom. No, I just realized that I wasn't sure if we were talking in present tense still, and then I was like, I just thought about the fact that I didn't know, since he was talking in past tense a little bit, I wasn't sure if she's still like if she's still alive. I think she is, because you said we could talk to her, right? Past tense a little bit. He said she's retired. But then he also said physical education, then health when she got older. So I was like, she's 75. Okay. Does she still do like, she's alive? Okay, great. Perfect. That's all I needed to know. But does she still like do little workouts or anything, or is she still active? For the wins. I saw a video from Hawaii. Yeah, there wasn't much damage from that I saw. Maybe you saw more than I did, but there wasn't much damage from the someone caught a fish. Oh. Is that all? She retired in 2022? 3 years ago? So she taught until she was 72? She probably works harder than I do. Teaching until you're 72 is wild, but that's amazing. They wanted people to evacuate the area and the guy was just fishing. That's crazy. Did they make him leave? And he showed up the fish he caught? Yes, that's awesome. Give your mom a round of applause from all of us next time you see her, because that is a hard worker. I don't know, it was a short clip. That's crazy. I don't think I would be like out there fishing if I was in the middle of a tsunami. Yeah, don't do that. Worthless morons. Brave, stupid, or both? I would say both. My mom's a hard worker for sure. She's old school, you know? Yeah, for sure. TJ, you should tell your mom that you want to go to the zoo for your for Christmas. I eat nectarine fruits. I would love to have a nectarine. Wait, what happened? She'll be like, okay, why are you telling me that? Tell her that you went to therapy and that your therapist said that you have trauma from your mom leaving you behind to go to the zoo with your cousins. And that's what's wrong with you. There is no trauma. Obviously there is, because you think about it and how you got left behind. There's nothing wrong with me. Hello? Did you just diagnose me? No, you're fine. I'm just messing with you. TJ's learning so many things tonight that he never wanted to know about. Stop! No, that's a totally different movie. I wonder if I can get Honey to say that actually. Dude, there was a very sad situation that happened. Well, it's just like, yeah, it's sad, but also like, I don't know, it's crazy and sad at the same time. But the Buc-ee's gas station outside of Houston in Katy, half of it was closed off because someone unalived themselves in their car at a gas pump. And yeah. Very sad. But also like crazy in that public of a place. That's dangerous, yeah. Oh, you're saying the car. Water. The thing, TJ, well, the thing for the winds, I mean, I don't like to think about it, but when water is transported in like the semi trucks, it is in a very hot box truck that is not AC. It is not in AC, and they travel for like days. In the hot trucks, and then they go to the grocery stores, and we don't see them in those conditions. And so we think that the water has always been in a regular room temperature area, and really we are all drinking hot car water. You're so hot. High five. High five. Hi, pro game. Good point made. Does that matter? I mean, microplastics. Obviously, the water when it's at room temperature. Room temperature is fine, but like heating water in a plastic bottle, microplastics, yada yada. But the thing is that they've already been like boiled in the water bottle. So unless you're buying water in like a glass bottle, you're drinking microplastics. It doesn't get hot in the trunk. You're dumb if you think it doesn't get hot in the trunk. It does. I heard glass bottles contain so much more. I have no idea. I just drink it. I don't even want to know. Because, yeah, I just don't need to know. I get mine shipped. I moved it to the back seat just to take a picture. I will say, I was very surprised that you didn't have the Smart Water. I was like, this is a scam. But then I saw that you said that the store was out of your Smart Water, so that's why you got the Evian. Glacier water. Right? I think that's Evian. But more than likely, if you are like ever buying water at a gas station or something, it was very hot before you got it. French Alp water. The researchers found an average of around 100 microplastic particles per liter in glass bottles of soft drinks, lemonade, iced tea, and beer. That was 5 to 50 times more higher than the rate detected in plastic bottles or metal cans. Dude, I think they got those mixed up. Like, I think they actually just got the results mixed up. Isn't it crazy that some people get their salt from the sea? That's what I sip. Keep drinking your cans and glass water drinks while I drink my car water. Dude, I drink water bottles, so my water bottles were car water at some point, but I just don't drink them while they're fuming plastics. Like, I just see you in the car with your freaking boiling water, and you turn the cap and just, like, steam comes out of it. That's just what I imagine. Like, you're just drinking boiling water in 100-degree weather. We then noticed that the glass particles emerging from the samples were the same shape, color, and polymer composition. So therefore, the same plastic as the paint on the outside of the caps that seal the glass bottle, she said. Myth. That's not gonna happen. It's only when I'm at work. When I'm at home, I drink regular water from the fridge. Don't buy water from the Dollar Tree. They leave it out in the sun. Most of it's gonna get hot at some point. Hi, R. Or if I'm doing, cheers XRP, if I'm doing long distance driving, I like to keep hydrated, so I use the water from the car. I can see that too, like sometimes if I'm going like a road trip or something, I'll do, like I'll just bring a, like a water bottle full of ice. Mostly full of ice, and I fill it up with water, and then I just bring extra water bottles like outside of a cooler, because since I already have the ice in my cup. Lead is in all city water. There's a lot of stuff in the water, but we gotta stay hydrated, right? Can't just not drink water, and then you can't just drink like sodas and all that good stuff, because that's not good for you either. Okay, the water is lead free. I collect my water from the clouds with the bucket. Some people do have those like freshwater tubs where all the water collects in there. You have an unhealthy addiction, really? Wait, you buy all of your cleaners from the dollar store? Oh, also, I like leaned into a cactus earlier today, and my whole entire like side of my leg, it was like from my knee up, got like literally bunches of the cactus like prickle stuck in my leg. Fire ants, termite, cactus, cats. It's time for you to give up gardening. How do you lean into a cactus? Maybe the outdoors isn't for you. No, it's fine, because it doesn't kill you, makes you stronger. I don't think it's making you stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Yeah, it does. I promise. Because they wouldn't have that song if it wasn't true. I thought you just refollowed again. Hi, Mikey. Not a fan. I got Pickled George behind me. Hi, John. Okay. So I do have to, I do have to be at the job that I'm doing tomorrow at 10 a.m. So I should probably get some rest, because it's going to be a lot. Outside again? No, this one's inside. painting. But it's like a lot of painting. Yeah, and tomorrow I think there's like a chance of rain. So I'm kind of glad. I don't think I would be able to do anything outside anyways. No, I need more sleep tonight. And I'm starting to get to that like droopy eye point, so I think I'm gonna do myself a favor and call it early. I saw that you've been to Death Valley. Awesome. Hope to visit it too as well. Old School US. So make sure you go not in the summer. Like, go when it's less hot outside and drink plenty of water and don't venture off too far off the paths. But yeah, go when it's like less hot. Don't go, I wouldn't go past like June the latest. June's too late, actually. I don't even know if I would go after like May. I would say like March, April. I wouldn't recommend going at all. Dude, it's so beautiful. Screw that, we make our own paths. A man accidentally made his own path by passing out from, I want to say, we looked it up one time, but I can't remember. I think he passed out from dehydration. Something happened. He went on the road. I think his like tires melted, and then he also like it was so hot. Here, let me tell you, I don't want to just make this up. Okay, July 24th, 2024. Wait, I don't think this was him, but this is another one. Oh yeah, this isn't the same one, but this one is bad too. It was so hot on this weekend that a European tourist melted the skin off his feet when he lost his flip-flops in the sand dunes. To make matters worse, the temperatures made the air too thin for a helicopter to fly in and help him. The experience of the tourist, whose name was not released, is a painful reminder that extreme dangers can emerge in unexpected ways at one of the hottest places on Earth in the summertime. According to a National Park Service news release, the 42-year-old Belgian tourist was taking a short walk on Saturday in the flat sand dunes in 123-degree heat when he broke or lost his flip-flops, putting his feet into direct contact with the desert ground. The result, third-degree burns. The skin was melted off his feet. The ground can be much hotter, 170 to 180 degrees, sometimes up into the 200s range. Oh, see? June 13th, 2025. I knew it was this year. Or no, okay, they just reposted it this year for whatever reason. It happened August 1st of 2024. 57-year-old Los Angeles resident died of hypothermia on August 1st. Hypothermia? Bystanders saw Rabino stumble as he returned from the National Bridge Trail, a 1-mile round trip, and offered to help him, but he declined. Adding, bystanders said his responses were not making sense. Okay? He then got in his car and drove off a steep 20-foot embankment at the edge of the parking lot. His car rolled over, deploying its airbags. A bystander left to call 911, and other bystanders helped him walk back to the parking lot and sit in the shade. Bystanders said that he was still breathing before park rangers arrived to help. Oh, this guy didn't die. Wait. Wait. Bystanders said he was still breathing just before the park rangers arrived to provide help. Emergency responders said they provided him with CPR and moved him to an air-conditioned ambulance. He died shortly after. The temperature reached 119 degrees in Death Valley that afternoon. It was not hypothermia then. Hello? Symptoms of overheating can include confusion, irritability, and lack of coordination. Park rangers in Death Valley advise summer visitors to avoid the heat by staying in or near air conditioning, not hiking at low elevations after 10 a.m., drinking plenty of water, and eating salty snacks. My condolences go out to the family and friends, yada yada. His death serves as a reminder not to underestimate the dangers of extreme heat. I said sit in the shade. Apparently their skin is incredibly durable, so they can withstand it. But listen, that guy, these people tried to help him, then he drove off of a cliff because he was so like discombobulated. Blondes are perfect. Thank you. At least he didn't lose his Cadillac converter, dude. His car looks so messed up. Let me show you. I mean, not really, compared to... I mean, kind of. Thank you, Dingus. This is his car. He rolled down that hill. No, but they put hypothermia. Okay, one of them says hyper and one of them says hypo. You read Well Girl better than me speed reading. It looks like it belongs out there. Dude, that would be crazy if they just left it out there. But your tires can literally melt on that stuff. I'm telling you, it gets freaking hot. I would not go in the summer at all. It's just not worth it. Come to Norway. I would love to go to Norway, but not right now. When I went, I literally had a like whole case of water in the car in a cooler, and I had a water bottle, and I was just constantly drinking because you're like not thirsty, but you need to keep drinking because you're just dehydrating so quickly. In a cooler. Car water, easy. Yeah. I don't know. I just think you gotta be really careful playing around with that kind of stuff, you know? You never think, oh, I'm gonna go out here and go on this hike and I'm not gonna come back. It's just like the people who try and climb mountains without training first and then not be ready to like climb mountains. I don't think I could ever, like, maybe like a small mountain, but I already have like breathing issues, so I couldn't climb too high. You speak Russian? No. Have a heart attack climb? I probably would. You don't look like a good climber. Dude, I've seen some people like at the gym that I went to in Austin, there was people like training for mountain climbing, and they would have like these like masks on to like make it harder for them to breathe, and then they would have like weights on, and it was like conditioning them, and then they would be like doing like a very steep elevation on the treadmill to try and like do and mimic a little bit like how it is climbing mountains. Whenever I first saw them, I was like, because you guys know I'm from Kentucky, and like you don't see that kind of stuff every day, and I was like, what the heck's going on here? That's crazy. And then I realized. If there was a bear chasing you, what would you do? I would growl at it. I would assert my dominance. What if it's a polar bear? I would tase it. Run downhill and zigzag. Is zigzag for bears, or I thought zigzagging was for alligators. There's no downhill anywhere nearby. What are you doing? Bait and run? That's crazy. Hi, Jace. What if the bear just wants food? You feed a bear once, you feed a bear for life. Bear's gonna keep coming back. Dude, I remember the freaking food, how you had to like, when I was in like Girl Scouts and we would go camping, how you had to like hang the food so that no like bears or raccoons and stuff would break into your, would get to it, and then you'd have to like hang the trash bags. You just run forever. Okay. You being in Girl Scouts honestly doesn't surprise me. My mom was the Girl Scout leader. She was the leader of our troop. Yeah. I don't know how she had time for it. She's Wonder Woman. Is that a cop running? I don't know if he's running or if he's riding a horse. You look like Eva? I don't know who that is. Hey, yo. What is he doing? I'm gonna try and put it in another tab. It's apparently running. He's on a horse, for sure. What is the origin of that? I want to see the video. Trust me, it's a compliment. Okay, thank you. Okay, guys. I do think that I'm gonna have to get off now. I'm getting so sleepy, but I do appreciate you guys for being here, and I have had an amazing time. Last night was terrible. I was just so tired, but in order to be able to be functional for painting tomorrow, I really need to get some rest. I could go for 7 more hours, but then I would not make my job tomorrow. And never stop streaming, Lexi. Never. Unfortunately, that is paying me more than this, so rent's due. Basically. No. Bring some blank canvases with you. There's no way. Is that the origin of that? Is that the origin? There's no way. TJ, it's literally you. Huck said it first. Oh, I didn't see that. That's so crazy. I was tired yesterday. I'm still too sore from walking around, trying to get home. Oh yeah. I forgot about that. I didn't want to give it any attention because I knew she was going to make a joke. Well, you thought about it before I did, so I think it's not too bad if you thought about it as well. Guys, come back to the next stream. We're going to have more fun. But I could literally keep talking, and I know that I will if I don't get off now. If you guys are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go subscribe. It's Lexitivity as well, but if you do !YT in the chat, it will show up. Follow me on my other socials, and come back next time, or stop by whenever you get a chance. I know it's like super late for most people, so you're probably just like not able to sleep and stop by to say hi. Whatever, good morning. Thank you for posting the YouTube, Terrence. That is the YouTube right there. You can click. I'm gonna ask my parents why they never brought me to the Bronx Zoo tomorrow. Are you gonna let us know in Discord? I should stream tomorrow, depending on if I'm dead or not from like painting. If I'm too dead to stream, then I won't. Dead isn't like dead tired. Okay, thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for all the follows. Welcome for all the new people. Thank you, Jen, for the 5 biddies earlier. I don't think we got any subs this stream, but thank you guys who are subs for being subs. I think my green screen's working, so I might stream tomorrow for like 8 hours because apparently I have nothing else to do. I don't know. Okay, bet. Guys, Myth is streaming tomorrow and he's taking shots. Go follow him. Bye, good night. Good night. Till next time. Bye, guys. I didn't say that. That's what I heard. Good night, Dingus. Good night, Noe. Good night, TJ. Good night, Terrence. Good night, Myth. Good night, Cube. Good night, Juice God. Good night, good night, good night, Kay, if you're here. Dude, there would be a way that I would only say good night to Kay. That would be crazy.